Welcome, gamers, to Ace Gaming. I'm your host, Steel Navarre. Solo on the mic tonight as we're going to jump into episode 3 of Pacific Drive. Last couple episodes, the first episode 1, I drove like an idiot and pretty well hurt Woody pretty bad. Then episode 2, we spent a good time fixing up Woody, getting her all healed up, looking good again, or at least better than what she was. We got pretty well all brand new parts throughout it, and we got a little special little doodah installed that we're gonna have to equip here real fast. Our handbrake, and I'm trying to figure out exactly how we did that. We're gonna put that into slot control, left control. I'll select ability. Where is our mouse? Okay. Wasn't that weird? Couldn't see the mouse. There's a few things that are still a little bit on the quirky side. Maybe it's a quirk with the car that I just don't know about yet. But anyway, our left control is now our handbrake, so we can skid on demand and perform stunts. Now, I don't typically drive that way. I drive like an idiot already, so don't really need to. So we're trying to find our way out to Colossal Cappy, out here. And so I was looking at the map a little bit with you earlier in episode 2, and we kind of discussed it as to which route we would go. And I'm thinking that we're going to avoid this one with the red super hazards down in the lower right hand corner, and we're going to go through E5 and then on up to E1. We'll be able to recognize some new anomalies and things. Plus, it's also a route that we've already been, and I can kind of show you what I was talking about, how things will be kind of the same, but also different. Alright, so I think that's the way that we're going to go. We're all filled with gas, we're all charged up, we're ready to roll. As we're heading out, I'd like to just thank everyone for all your patience and nice kind words on all of our videos, and just thank you very much for being so patient with me while I'm learning all this stuff. We're going to stop really quick and I'm going to show you something. So we just came through that direction. Now the lights would have been green as we came through, and now they turned red. So this is now an absolute, we cannot go back that direction at all, no matter what. We're not going to worry about that log or that remnant part because it's mostly just Lore and Tobias annoying us. We might go through and listen to them someday. So we should do a little planning here. So this is our map, and we just came through in this one. And here is our Arta trailers. There's some cabins that we can maybe loot up, and here's some more Arta trailers. Here's our two anchor points, so we can actually see them ahead of time, so we can actually kind of plan our route around getting to them, and knowing that once we pull these two anchor points, that we can collect them. The storm is gonna descend on the zone, and it's gonna collapse, and then we have to get out through this exit here. Now, once we pull the anchor points, we could take the fire stream of death that we did in the first episode and get back to the garage. Or, if we're trying to get to Colossal Cappy, we have to go out this route. So it might be wise, if we notice there's a hill here, it might be wise if we hit this one first, or hit this one first and then hit this one. Then we can maybe get through here and up there. So what we might do first is come down here, collect all this loot through here, then come over, collect this trailer, come up here, activate, and be gone. Though if we did that, we'd miss this Arta trailer. Yeah, let's give it a shot. Let's just go for it. So set our waypoint, hit the gas, and away we go. Oh, it's down in that hole. Now my little loot goblin self just can't bypass some good stuff. Unfortunately, there wasn't a whole lot of good stuff to be had here. Kinda creepy. But as we had looked at the map, the planner ahead of time, we kind of know that this is a perpetual stability zone, so we do have quite a bit of time that we can monkey around, grab some resources, the few that are here, before we have to try and get out of here, because even if we don't pull our arc points or the anchor points, this location could start collapsing on us at any moment. And then it's a mad dash to the exit, whichever exit we can find, get to in time. So lots of good fun times. Scrapper's getting a little low. You know what? Let's look at our crafting mat. What do we need? So we would need scrap metal and plastic. So we kind of want to focus in on those two items. Whoa. That looks kind of terrifying. That there is the storm a-brewing. Alright, we need to kind of not play around quite so much. That thing is starting to kick up on us already. Oh, there's an anomaly. Let's jump out and scan that bad boy real quick. Oh, there it is. That's called a pothole. I'd call that a floating pile of rocks, but they call it a pothole. Oh, seismic squall coming in. Oh, there's. Oh boy. Things are getting crazy. You notice there's a yellow storm over there. I'm trying to drive and show you. That yellow storm is the seismic squall. And that's why everything's going nuts on us already. Right on the edge of it. We're gonna try and get out of here. Oh, there's fusers. Oh, I think we're going the wrong direction. Alright, we're gonna go this way and try and cut to the side of it. There's some tourists. We don't want to run into them with our car because they explode and cause damage that way. And this is a dead end pretty much, although that road does go around. We can kind of wait out the squall. As long as there's no tourists around us to come take out the car. Sometimes you can wait out the squall and it'll just move along. But you know what? That's not going to be a whole lot of fun viewing, so I say let's just go for it. Let's go into the buildings, let's hit those buildings, and let's just try it. Nothing else for science. Oh, see the green glow? That there is part of the squall doing damage, radiation style. Make sure there's no tourists around us. While we come up here and maybe scan this thing. First couple of stages, we want to scan just about everything that we can. That way then, when we do our route planning, it tells us exactly where everything is, or what's inside of it. It'll help us plan ahead a little better. Alright, fuel barrels. Really is a very pretty game. Now, if you decide to pick this game up, which I highly recommend, show the love to Ironwood Studios. small indie development group out of Seattle, Washington. And you decide to pick it up. I just recommend you take some time and just, you'll fall in love with it. It takes a little bit. Hopefully my videos are helping you to understand all the different aspects of it. So, just, I appreciate it. Oh dear. That was a classic. It's a trap. Star Wars reference. Bobby would get a kick out of that. So. So it hurt our passenger door pretty good. So now we've got to try and get around it without activating it. So we got a little damage there. Score another anomaly on the planner bug. Let's check this thing out. Always wanna. Oh, that's one of those speed jumpers. Nothing there. Always want to turn your car off as when you get out. It'll definitely help conserve on fuel, because there's quite a few zones that won't have as much gas. Oh, there's something else over there. Oh boy. And we're getting some radiation going on. We're having all sorts of good fun. Told you this game was going to get a little bit crazy on us. We're just going to move along here. Alright, that's definitely something I've never seen before. So for science, gamer logic, hey, it's something shiny, let's go check it out. Oh, what's that? Something over there. Scan it yet? Nope. Nothing to scan yet. There's this here. That's the sizzling mist. That's the kind of the sparking sign. Murky stuff there. I don't know what that bouncy kind of orange thing is. Be making all kinds of freaky noises. That's a pufferfish. Again, I have never seen one of them, so I don't have a clue what it's about. When in doubt, throw a flare at it. That did nothing. Alright. Maybe we ought to just leave that thing alone. What was that? Still... Things are getting a little creepy. goblin self just can't help it, so. Oh, that sounds like a storm may be coming this way. Where's Woody? Oh, there's 2 more anomalies in the record book. I think that was pretty good. We're gonna leave him alone. Oh. Shaker. The beauty of this game is you gotta collect resources, but you also gotta get out in time. So you have to that delicate catch-22 balancing act. Do I spend more time collecting loot and take a chance of not being able to get out? Or do I just move along? But then I don't have the necessary equipment that I need to repair on down the road. Fortunately, we've got a shaker there, dense trees on that side. So, sorry, Woody, but this is kind of lesser of the 2 evils. Hang on. Oh, that was a little on the close side. All right, so we got some buildings here. Oh, and we got a abductor over there. You just went that way. There's the abductor. I brought him up, and then I turned the camera before I actually showed him to you. Alright, I think we're safe to park Woody here. Collect some goodies. Now, as you progress, if you purchase this game, you'll see doors like this. You'd think maybe you could bash it with an impact hammer. No, won't do any good. No matter how strong of impact hammer you get, you just can't get in there. Alright. Got some toolbox down here. Some screws. Y'all hear that? What was that? Something up there, kind of flashing in the distance. And there's another abductor over there. Not sure if it's showing up on the camera or not. In the recording. Tried to make the quality the best I could. After the first episode, I spent a little time on the YouTube reading about how to make the settings a little better and all that good stuff for the good video quality. We just collected that, and there's just food in there. We don't really need that anymore. There's a bag up here. So hopefully the video quality is a little bit better than it was. There. Sometimes it doesn't hurt to just hit the old scan button. You might detect something. You didn't see. Now, you had saw this blue flashy light up here. And camera logic. If it's shiny, let's go towards it. Oh, it's a sizzling mist. That was nice of it to put it up on the side of a mountain where we would not drive. Now you notice we have a little bit of radiation going on, and it is slowly killing us, but that's all right. We've got a health kit. Once we get it back into Woody shields us from almost all radiations. So it's always good to have Woody around. Oh, here's a... Whoa, it's a trap. Dadgummit. And there's a real nice steel paneled vehicle right there in the middle of it. That thing really did set a trap for us. Alright, so we can hit that one. Possibly. I say we go over here, get these trailers, get these anchor points, and then just get on out of here. But that's a trap, so we gotta go this way, and there's a couple of adductors over there, so we gotta kinda let them float around a little. Good thing we put some steel bumpers on the front of Woody. Crashing through all these little trees and bushes. Oh, perfect. That was creepy. Nothing in them. Alright. Now, when I jumped out of the car, you heard me say perfect, and here's why. One, there's a bunch of tourists over here that we can... Oh, there's a whole lot more of them down here. Oh, I love a parade. Blowing up tourists is such a good little thing. Yeah, my singing sucks. I'll stop. I won't do that again. I won't submit you to all of that. But anyway, back to the perfect. This here is an Arden vehicle. They're a lot stronger. They're armor plated for the most part, and have a whole lot of generally good stuff on them. That flare just missed. And we didn't light that one. I'm a professional, I swear. There. Oop. Now in the early stages, collecting these thermal crystals is kind of important because if I remember right, we needed thermocrystals in order to upgrade our backpack. Alright, let's scan this vehicle. Oh, crap. He saw Woody. Oh! It was the flare! The abductor saw the flare and braked himself out. Alright, this is the Arden vehicle, and see? Look at all them goodies. Oh yeah. Then got steel panels. Oh, an armored panel. Boy, that would be nice if we had a liberator. That's why you needed the thermocrystals, to make armored panels. I knew there was a reason why I needed them. Just couldn't quite remember it. It's been a year since I played this game. Armored door in really good nick. And our friends, some tourists, moved into town here. Alright. Oh, inventory was full. I was wondering why we had come back when there was clearly so much more good stuff on that car. Oh, bonk. If we had not made that setting in the very, very beginning of the game, that would have killed us. Like I said, I couldn't tell you how many times I died from bonking myself with the trunk. And I can already hear Amanda Amazing laughing her head off at me all about that. Alright. So we're still going up that way, I believe. That abductor is starting to get a little... See, they float around in ever-growing patterns, so they will slowly get closer to you if you hang out too long. I guess that's kind of the principle of the whole game. You hang out too long and something's gonna find you. Something's gonna try to eat you. Got some sparky things up ahead of some sort. Probably spark towers. Oh, sizzling mist. That's nice. This is a standard car. Tells me that this is a good spot to park for a second. Radiation meter is okay. Got a something here. Okay, that's a shaker. Got some abductors. Run around. We've got this thing over here that we want to check out. Yeah. not afraid to admit, I just ran like a little chicken. They're guarding that little pocket over there. Something fierce. Oop. Now the radiation's getting high. We ran a little too close to that thing. Oh. Get out of there, run. Our health is really taking a hit. But we got some good stuff out of there. Too bad we couldn't show you. We did get some good stuff. We can grab our flare back. Ah. See the flare and run off. There you go. Good boy. Yeah, them abductors, they'll grab a hold of you and take you for a ride. Kind of like that there flare. Ah! Don't you guys know that I'm recording and this is not making for good recording? Oh, please. He's trying to pull on Woody. Trying to pull... Oh. We've really got to get out of here. Woo! That was a little bit interesting. Hopefully everybody's still breathing after that. That kind of took me by surprise how crazy that got. All right, so here's one of those nomadic tube situations. Deposit box. And RDJ would be real happy about this. We got some decals for our car. We can make her purdy. Heard something over here at this building. I think we ought to check this thing out first. Oh, our impact hammer's on number 2. Knock, knock. Here we are. One piece of fabric? Really? Uh-oh. Something's going on around us here. My little loot goblin self just can't help itself. Too much goodness. So this machine here, we'll come back to this machine. Just remember, it's a nice, perfect little machine in a tower. I'll explain that here in a second while we get the heck to safety. These things are going nuts on us, so the storm must be coming in. I think we overstayed our welcome. Oh man, and I lost the car. There's Woody. Alright. Yeah, we definitely overstayed our welcome. Oh. Looking at the storm, it's just ever so creepy on us. But there was a real important building that we need to scan right over here. Oh, and there's another one over there. This one here. Oh. It's not quite the building that I thought it was. That's just a picnic area. Yep. Picnic area. That there is our anchor point. Yep, I say we've gotten enough. We need to collect our anchors and that's not an anchor point. That's something else. I've never seen that before. Something shiny must go near it. Come on. Cold shell stuff. Something tells us. Must touch it. Must touch it. Haha! I don't know what it does, but I stole it. Mine now. Will it fit over there? Kind of sounds like something's a little upset that I took it. Wouldn't know why that would be, that something would be mad that I stole their old shell, but a whole lot of tourists. This is gonna be fun. Butthead. See how quick they move? Unfortunately, don't have any flares on me right at the moment in order to get them to back off. Those guys while we figure out how and where we gotta go for the next one. So seems that it's up there on a hill. Oh, that's right. We talked about that. Here is where off-road tires would be so good for Woody. Oh. Nope. I had stopped and lost momentum. Go around this stump. And there's a shaker. Maybe we can split these here boulders. Hopefully my driving will make Jessica Wanderers Gaming nice and proud. This has been a really good run for us. Hopefully we make it out of here alive. Oh, that's right. We set the settings that even on death, we get to keep all of our good loot. So that's a good thing. Oh, you know what? That's a 3. We can actually put this one right there. Nice. Perfect. We've got some decals. Things like that. Things are relatively safe. And let's drive a little closer. I'd say we were almost close enough just to run it back. Wouldn't be worth the drive over here and take the possible damage. But just a little too far to run. Alright, we're here. Let's take a moment, look at our map. So once we pull this anchor point, we're going to have to run. We're going to go this direction. That way then we know where we're going. Kind of plan ahead. Gotta go. Ah! Doctor got us. Oh. Oh. Took us for a ride. We're able to get away. Ooh. That was fun. So now we've collected both anchor points. So now we gotta get out of here by that exit. If you watched episode 1, I had told you about the whole exits and how we couldn't go that way because it was red. This one's gonna be green. So sometimes you have to warp out, sometimes you have to exit out. It just depends on which way you're going. Perfect. The storm's coming in to try to cut us off. We might be able to, let's try and beat it. Because this video is going to run a little long already, because we still have one more whole junction and the whole story plaza of Colossal Cappy that we got to get through. So we need to make a right hand. Oh, that's a trap. this video is going to run a little bit long, so what might happen is I'll go ahead and get through this zone. Oh boy. That storm is all around us. That dump ran right smack dab it. Bust the windshield. Our headlights a little broken. Oh, there's a shaker. Them darn things that pop up so quick. Right, that was right at the edge of the storm. Take a little bit of a breather here. Woo! That was fun. That's a tower flashing red up there. We got a little time. We got a abductor kind of guarding it. Oh, let's just go ahead and mow down that there tree. Something up there that's red that I don't recall ever seeing before. You know, it could just be the red glow of the sign. Was the red glow of the sign. Alright, so I had told you we had saw this little apparatus before in the other tower, but we were kind of in a hurry to get out of there. So what these things do, let's go ahead and we'll scan it so that would then put it in our logbook. But what we can do is it transforms or transmutes gears into road flares. So if we had a gear, we could put it in here and it would activate it and we could transfer it and make it into road flares. Now this one here, not so good. Gears are way more important than road flares, though we only have one on us right at the moment. But road flares are pretty well a dime a dozen, as seen throughout the recordings. Gears are a little bit more important. So, a couple buildings down there. We're not gonna worry about that. We're gonna get on out of here. The video's already in almost an hour. We've gotten some good loot, and we've earned a lot of good anomalies, things on our checkoff board, our planner board. We've demonstrated just how crazy a zone can get all of a sudden. It's been a good video, I think. Hopefully you agree. Leave a like and subscribe. Wouldn't mind. It sure does help my channel grow. And definitely leave a comment, you know, on the videos. Sit and read each and every one of them, and that way then I can know what I'm doing good and what I'm doing bad. only improve if I know what's wrong. We're almost to the exit of this junction. We got one more junction to go to get to Cappy. And on that, I am going to pause or stop the recording for now. We'll end this one, and then I'll go ahead and record the next episode, because unfortunately you cannot stop. You have to keep going once you set out a path, whether it's one junction, two junctions, or three. You cannot stop or save until you get back to the garage. That's one of the bad things about this game. If you were to stop right now and just end, you would lose all that progress that we just made in that last junction. So I'll go ahead and stop the video. Thank everyone for being here. I know you're awful busy, and I do appreciate you taking the time to watch my videos. And I thank you much, and we'll see you in the next episode.